Hey, good morning, guys. It's Mr. Licon. We're going to go ahead and get started with lesson 13. Happy Monday. Um, Please follow along with a blank piece of paper, blank piece of scratch paper, and a pencil, and go over the examples with me, okay? So today's objective says I can write numerical expressions in two forms and note the relationship between the two. So what we're going to be working on mostly today is writing division problems um, in two forms. Okay, so we'll get into that. So today's discussion, real quick, is how can we write or show 8 divided by 2? How can we show 8 divided by 2? Well, we can just do 8 divided by 2, right? What else could we do? We can do 8 divided by 2, right? What else? We can do 8 divided by 2, 8 divided by 2. Okay? All of those show 8 divided by 2. Okay, 8 is the dividend. Okay, the dividend is the number that's being divided. 2 is the divisor. The divisor is the number that we're dividing by. Okay? When working with algebraic expressions, are any of these expressions or models more efficient than others? Well, writing a fraction to show division is more efficient. Okay? So 8 divided by 2 would be more efficient, like this. Okay? When we're writing expressions. So, is 8 divided by 2 the same as 2 divided by 8? No. Okay, 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Okay, 2 divided by 8 is equal to 1/4. Okay, which equals 0.25. Okay, so you'd get a fraction. So no, they are not the same. Okay, you're mixing up the dividends and the divisors. How would we show A divided by B using a fraction? Easy as that, A divided by B using a fraction. Alrighty, let's move on. Example number 1 says write an expression showing 1 divided by 2 without the use of a division symbol. Okay, without the use of a division symbol. So let's just go ahead and let's start by making a model. Okay. So I have a tape diagram. This whole tape diagram is going to represent, 1. Okay. I'm going to divide it into 2 parts. Okay. So this is showing us 1 divided by 2. Okay. Which would give us 0.5. What can we determine from the model? That 1 divided by 2 is the same as 1/2. Okay, let's move on. So write an expression showing 8 divided by 2 without the use of a division symbol. So we're going to do the same thing. Now, the only thing that's different is we're using a variable. So now, this whole tape diagram is going to equal A. We're going to divide it into 2 parts. Okay? So what can we determine from the model? Well, A divided by 2 is the same as A over 2, A divided by 2. When we write division expressions using the division symbol, we represent dividend divided by divisor. Okay, the dividend is the number that's being divided. The divisor is the number we're dividing by. How would this look when we write division expression using a fraction? Well, the dividend is going to go on top as the numerator, and the divisor is going to be the denominator. Okay. Example 3. Write an expression showing a plus b without the use of a division symbol. Or a divided by b, sorry, not a plus b. A divided by b without the use of a division symbol. So we're going to fraction it up. Okay? A over b. That tells us a divided by b. Okay? Now, we're going to get into more complicated concepts, okay? Letter B tells us write an expression for g divided by the quantity h plus 3, okay? So, when we hear the word quantity, that's telling us to add parentheses, okay? So it says write an expression for g, so I'm going to write down g divided by the quantity of h plus 3. So, h plus 3, I'm going to put in parentheses because I want to do this step first before I divide. And that's what the word quantity is telling us. Okay, it's telling us to find what this is first and then divide. Okay, so that's why we're putting that in parentheses. Okay, write an expression for the quotient of the quantity m reduced by 3 and 5. M reduced by 3 and 5. So this would show us m minus 3 in parentheses because it's the quantity divided by 5, okay? Because it's telling us the expression for the quotients of the quantity m reduced by 3, okay, m minus 3, m reduced by 3, and 5 divided by 5. Okay, next, we can rewrite that using a fraction bar, okay? So this would be m minus 3 over 5, okay? Let's move on. So here are some exercises that I want you to try on your own. Okay, A, B, and C. Write each expression 2 ways. Use the division symbol using the division symbol and as a fraction. Okay, so work through these real quick. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes. Pause the video and work through them. Okay, so you should have paused your video and gone through these. Okay, so letter A tells us 12 divided by 4. Okay, so 12 divided by 4 and 12 over 4. Okay, 3 divided by 5. 3 divided by 5 and 3 over 5. A divided by 4. A divided by 4 and A over 4. The quotient of 6 and m. 6 divided by m and 6 over m. The quotient of 6 and m. Remember a quotient is an answer to a division problem. Alrighty, guys. Exercises E through H. I want you to try these on your own. Okay. Remember what we said about the word quantity. Okay, be careful. Read the sentence very carefully. Okay, it's just so you know where to put the parentheses. Okay, I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. Pause the video. All right, guys, you should have gone through E through H. So we'll go over these together real quick, and then we'll be done with today's lesson. So letter E tells us 7 divided by the quantity x plus y. 7 divided by the quantity x plus y. So what are we going to put in parentheses? We're going to put x plus y in parentheses. Okay? 7 divided by the quantity x plus y. Okay, so we need to find, we're putting this into parentheses because we want to do that first. So we're going to do 7 divided by the quantity of x plus y. Okay? That is the answer to letter E. Okay? Letter F. Y divided by the quantity x minus 11. So I have y divided by the quantity. Okay, so there's parentheses, x minus 11. Okay, and that's how I write that. Okay, letter G. The sum of the quantity h and 3 divided by 4. Okay, so now the parentheses are going to go first. Okay, the sum of the quantity h and 3. Okay, sum means to add. Okay, so h plus 3 is going to go in parentheses because we have the word quantity here. And then we're going to divide it by 4. Okay, we can also show this h plus 3 over 4. Okay, same thing. Okay, both are correct answers. Okay, the quotient, letter H, last one. The quotient of the quantity k minus 10 and m. Okay, so the quotient of the quantity k minus 10, that's going to go first in parentheses, k minus 10 and m. Quotient means division, so we're going to divide by m. Okay, and that's the answer to letter H. We could also write this as k minus 10 over m. Okay, those two expressions both are equivalent. Okay, all right, guys, that was lesson 13. All you have to do today is watch the video. Have a great Monday, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. All right, have a good day.